Hi, how are you?
Yeah, doing awesome, doing fantastic. I have a little bit low energy today, but after all, I would say yes, I'm doing great.
So, could you please introduce about yourself?
Of course, like as you know, my name is Anand. I'm an educator, a content creator. I'm the founder and director of Read and Achieve classes. As far as my education is concerned, I have done my MSc in chemistry. So I have a couple of hobbies as well. I am fond of playing cricket. I love to spend time in nature. I love to travel, so I have also traveled a bit around India. I am, I have traveled a bit around the world, but I have traveled in many parts of India. So I love traveling across India. But that's what about my hobbies. I also love to watch videos, YouTube videos nowadays, because I want to I want to learn lots of a skill, and YouTube is helping me to learn all these skills right now.
Yeah, you like traveling, right? So, how many places you visited?
I don't remember all those places right now, but I have traveled many parts of India. I have been to beautiful city of Kathmandu, like beautiful cities of Nepal, Kathmandu. I have been to Darjeeling in India. I have traveled a bit in West Bengal, many parts of West Bengal. I have been to, like Sundarban. Last year I traveled. So I've traveled a bit, but I don't remember all the places right now. Right.
Okay. So, are you from the
I'm from
state of?
Bihar.
East?
I belong to Darbhanga district in Bihar.
Okay. So, did you heard about Andhra Pradesh?
Why not? Andhra Pradesh. Whoever is living in India must have heard about it. Yeah, it's the state of India, so who would not know about it? Telang,
Okay.
yeah, if I'm
Telangana.
not wrong, Telangana, yeah, who doesn't know about Andhra Pradesh and Telangana?
Okay. So, how did you started your English journey?
I had a huge desire to speak English since my childhood. So when I was a child, I thought of whenever I used to see somebody speaking English, I would think I also need to speak in English because those people were looking smart. So I thought of becoming a smart person in my life, and that's what slowly I started speaking English. My inclination towards English was since childhood. So I was reading, writing, but I did not get opportunity to have right surroundings to learn English. So is when I came in my high school, I started paying attention to English. Once I passed my high school, I couldn't work much on English till I was in 10th grade because in Bihar we do not value English at all. Still, if you come, then 95% people does not know English in Bihar. 95%, like they are so weak at English, you cannot believe. Right? They cannot speak few words, few sentences. So English is big deal in Bihar still. So
Okay.
when I
So,
passed my uh, graduation, I think not graduation, intermediate, then I started speaking in 2020 during lockdown. And since then, I have worked really hard on my English. And right now, yes, I have a YouTube channel where I have 135K followers, and I'm helping them out how to speak in English, and as well as day by day, I'm improving myself.
of course, you're fluent in English. I can see you, and I saw some of your videos. You make some conversational videos also, right? With
Yeah,
YouTubers and with
I
with your
made.
subscribers also. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with myself, I am making videos with my subscribers since 2020 itself when I had started my channel. So it's not the new thing for me. I have been talking with people since lockdown. So this Skype application, I have been using it since 2020. So I still remember that there was time when we had we had lots of time in lockdown. So we used to make a group on Skype. We used to talk in English, and that's how I improved a lot during lockdown, right? And since then, I think now it's become a trend. Everybody is doing it. Almost everybody is doing it. They are taking
Yeah,
help of a Skype to make conversation video, and even they are improving.
yeah, I can.
So first of all, I want to know that how did you made environment in your home? It is very difficult for us to speak in English because of the lack of environment. So how did you created this environment in your home? And I know uh, our mother tongue influences us a lot. So always it is very difficult to get rid of it. How did you do that?
Yes. In my beginning stage, I don't have any enrollment to speak in English, but I started my English journey with myself, and also sometimes I used to speak broken English because my mother tongue is Kannada, and sometimes I'll use Kannada in middle of English, and like that I'm started my journey. And sometimes I'll able to speak some unnecessary things, but I don't know how to respond and how to make sentences and everything, right? So I'm not that very well on vocabulary on those days. So that is how I started my journey. Even now I'm not that much of interested on vocabulary because I love to learn and speak this language in a natural manner. But I have to learn in my future more advanced words, but for now I'm very comfortable while I'm speaking in natural way. So that is how I started. Now I'm improving. And yes, I have used some of the applications like CV and experiency. But my beginning stage, when I use those applications, I'm very much awkward to speak with new people. So sometimes I cut the call in middle because I don't know how to talk and what are the things I have to discuss there. So now I overcome it and I speak with them. Now I'm also using this Skype application recently. So
Mhm.
I talked with a lot of people and I met a lot of YouTubers. So that is how I exploring now.
Yeah, you told me you were very scared of talking to people. Now, how are you
Yeah,
feeling?
I think I'm very confident.
Okay,
So
now
day
you
by
are
day,
very.
yeah, day by day I'm meeting lot of people, and I'm overcoming my fear and I speaking with you, right? So I don't know how I'm overcome my fear. I don't know, but I'm speaking.
Okay, great. I think, when you use other applications, and especially always beginners should start with the applications where you do not have to expose yourself in front of people at once. Like you can do it later on. Yeah, so most of the learners have problem that they expose themselves in front of people at once, and they feel themselves awkward. They feel they cannot speak English and they leave it. So it is always great option to go with the method where nobody knows who are you and you can speak with them, you can talk to them. And that's what when I had started my English journey, I directly started talking with the foreigners. I don't know how did I do that, but I was so confident. I started talking with foreigners because in initial days, I remember I was talking with very few people who were on a Skype. So I used to meet very few people. Apart from that, I used to use Cambly application, and every day I would talk with people, foreigners on Cambly application. So I exposed myself directly in front of native speakers, not only the Indian speakers, right? So I did that. I love it now because when I look at my journey, then I love that idea of speaking with foreigners at once. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing great. And I saw some of your foreign videos in family conversations, and they're also their accent is different, right? In initial stage, it is really difficult for to understand what they are speaking.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, how you could understand their accent? And did you learn any British accent or American accent?
No, the reason was that I had been always great listener, so I had been listening English since long time. That's why I was able to understand them. Otherwise, I had problem. Sometimes when I watch my old videos, I feel like some sentences. just gone out of my, like, what do we say? It did not. I couldn't
With
understand.
you are speaking English.
Yes,
Sometimes you
so
will,
sometimes I couldn't understand them, but because of their body languages and few words that I could understand, on the basis of those words, I got the meaning of the sentence and I answered the question. Sometimes just so it also happened with me, but still I loved talking with them. Like I had no hesitation. I used to, because I'm good at giving answers since my childhood, so I had no problem with talking with people. I could answer any questions. So that's what made me believe that yes, I can speak with foreigners at early also.
yeah, you are so confident while you are speaking. I can see you.
Thank you very much. You are also very confident. I can see, and I can even see that energy in your word.
Thank you so
Mhm.
much. And I used to watch a lot of cartoons and I used to read books. That is how I spend my time, and I write journaling for my YouTube content, and I'll make some videos in my YouTube channel. And I mostly put my efforts to learn something new in my life, and I'm learning Java full stack, right? So I'm practicing my skills in my within my home. So that is how I'm doing in my. So what
Wow,
about you?
so great. I think you are great at technologies then, because I'm very weak at it. I was always afraid of technical things. The reason is that I never worked on laptop or anything since 10th grade, I think. Yeah, after 10th grade I started using technology and everything, so that's why I was afraid of using it. Yeah, so I'm not too much interested in all these stuffs. I just know how to make videos, how to create content, edit. I've learned with my hard work. Like I put so many years to learn how to edit the videos, how to you know do all the stuffs. Even I have problem with fixing some problems. If I will have any big issue in my laptop, then I need to go to somebody else to get it fixed. Otherwise, it will be mind-boggling thing for me, right? Mm.
Okay, so
I'm
it
not very
initially,
good.
yeah. When you started your English journey,
I started in 2020, especially spoken English. I started in 2020, but I had been learning grammar and bit other stuff since high school days. So 2020 during lockdown, like everybody has lots of time, so I had also lots of time. I thought of improving my English, and since then I started talking with people. I used a Skype into 2020 itself, and I also used Cambly application where I used to talk with foreigners. I already, I think, talked about this application before, right? Prior to so I started talking with people directly with the help of Cambly. I met so many foreigners on Cambly application. I used to talk with them. That's how I started my journey. But only speaking never helped me. I had to also put lots of effort. So I had been watching lots of YouTube videos, lots of foreigner YouTube channels to understand English, to understand the context of some words sometimes, and most importantly the pronunciation. So pronunciation was something always troubled me a lot. Still it is troubling me. So I used to watch videos how to pronounce the word correctly.
yeah, you learning any accents?
No, I have never learned any accent. But I definitely watched one channel. Her channel name is Rachel English. So what was she doing? She was splitting each and every part of this word and even sentences, and she used to make students understand how to pronounce that particular part, like intonation we say, and lots of other stuff that happen is in English. So she used to do that, and that's why I used to watch her channel to understand the context of pronunciation. Still English is very complex as far as pronunciation is concerned, because same word put and cut is different, like put and cut cut. It should be
Yeah,
either put than kut, right? But it is not good. So that's why this is very tricky language, where pronunciation doesn't have any clear rule. Every word changes its pronunciation. Sometimes we say content and same word is content. Somewhere it is
Yeah.
content, somewhere it is content. So like when we are not a native speaker, it really becomes hard for us to understand and judge where to say content and where to say content. And especially when you have not the introduction of English since childhood, then it also becomes very difficult task, right? And somebody who has been learning since childhood, at least they can manage it. But the person who jumped to learn English after becoming adult, for them it is very challenging task. But still people do it, and I have seen lots of people have achieved great fluency, great pronunciation, and they look like native speaker.
Yeah, even the children's also they are practicing nowadays. The children's also very interesting in this language. I saw some of your some of videos. So
Mhm.
they are speaking very well. Some people are also learning British accents and American accents. Sometimes I saw them. I feel like I inspired from them. So I even in this age they are learning something new. But in on that time I'm not that like I'm just playing. But they are improving their English in this age. So I'm very much
I
impressed seeing their
I think
speeches.
I think learning English is easier for children. It is difficult for adults because
Yeah.
when you become adult, you have lots of other additional pressures. Right now, I have to also learn this language and I have to handle my works. So three sorts of work just come in my mind. And what happens with children? They are good observer, so they observe the English and they just learn through observation. And when something happens with the observation, it happens quick, and that's how they are great at it. So always, if you compare the pace of learning in children and adult, then you will find children are far better than the adult, because adults have lots of other additional pressures. Because of that, automatically their learning capacity becomes low or slower. But children, they are very good observers. They don't have any other works. They want to play with everything, and their observation make everything funny, so they learn it in a funny way. That's what you would have seen and I have observed in children.
Yeah, yeah, true. And yes, recommend and also I always prefers to learn this language in a very jovial manner. So I don't want to take that stress in my brain. So just go with the flow and learn whatever happens. Just we have to learn each and every single day and rectify our mistakes and improve our English.
Yes, we have to. And at once you cannot improve. You will
Yeah.
have to go through the process. I know lots of speakers, and if I watch their old videos, then definitely they have come a long way now. And because of the process, like they have been following, they know it is the journey. So always learners should know one thing, that English learning is a journey. It's not the goal. If you put it like a goal, okay, I want to do it in 6 months, then definitely you might not do in 6 months, and most of the people cannot do it in 6 months, so you will be hopeless. So once you take it as a lifelong journey, okay, it is a language, I'm every day gonna improve it, I take it as a hobby, then it becomes a easier task, and you also feel comfortable and you feel interested and you never get demotivated. I have seen most of the people who are demotivated because of their job goal. Like now they want to learn English because they require English at their job, and at once they cannot do it. So they become frustrated, definitely. And for them, it is a frustrating language. But one who want to take it as a lifelong journey, for them it is not very frustrating language. They learn it easily.
Yeah, I saw a lot of my friends as well. They are learning this language for cracking interview purpose only. I said so a lot of times to them, don't take it as a stress to your brain while you are speaking. Uh, because it is just a language, we just have to learn each and every single day. You have to improve your English and practice daily. So that is how you are improving. So just we have to crack the job, and that is the only thing in your brain. You become very stressed. So that is what I tell to my friends also. And some people are also learning this language for interviews And also nowadays in IT sectors or anyway, we have to speak with clients also in English. We have to explain everything in English, right? So for that, they have to improve their communication skills.
Yeah, and that's why like most of the people who want to work in MNC company, like you told, you also want to work there. So you need to speak in English. Without speaking in English, you company is not going to hire you because their client is from all over the world right now. We are not confined in just in some certain geographical area. Every company is exploring all the possibilities of exporting or learning things, like exporting or sending their goods or product in the market. So that's why the whole world is globalized now, and globalization is, I think, not at peak, but very soon it is going to reach the peak. So one must need to speak in English at least to for their job. And everyone needs job. Nobody can live without job. Yeah, we are living in the world where economy is very important.
Yeah, nowadays it is very essential to speak in English.
Yeah, it is.
So it was nice talking with you, and thank you so much for being in my channel. And
Thank you so much.
have
Yeah, it
a
was
great
nice
day. Bye.
talking with you as well. Yeah, let's